everyone. Thank you for joining us today for Traders Point Kids. Go ahead and stand up and let's worship together.
I won't forget the wonder of how you brought deliverance, the exodus of my heart. 'Cause you found me, you freed me, held back the waters for my release. Oh Yahweh, you're the God who fights for me, Lord of every victory. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And you have torn apart the sea, you have led me through the deep. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, cloud by day is a sign that you are with me. The fire by night is the guiding light to my feet. 'Cause you found me, you freed me, held back the waters from my release. Oh Yahweh, you're the God who fights for me, Lord of every victory. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And you have torn apart the sea, you have led me through the deep. Hallelujah, hallelujah. You're the God who fights for me, Lord of every victory. Hallelujah, hallelujah. You have torn apart the sea, you have led me through the deep. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, we sing hallelujah. You stepped into my Egypt, and you took me by the hand. You marched me out in freedom, straight into the promised land. Now I will not forget you, I'll sing of all you've done. Be swallowed up forever by the fury of your love. You're the God who fights for me, Lord of every victory. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And you have torn apart the sea, you have led me through the deep. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, we sing hallelujah. I saw Satan fall like lightning, I saw darkness run for cover, but the miracle that I just can't get over, my name is registered in heaven. I believe in signs and wonder, I have resurrection power. Still the miracle that I just can't get over, my name is registered in heaven. Yes, my praise belongs to you forever. This is my testimony, from dead to life, 'cause grace rewrote my story. I'll testify, by Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony, this is my testimony. Come together, sons and daughters, bought with blood washed in water. Sing the praises of the Spirit, Son, and Father. Our God will finish what He started. Yes, our God will finish what He started. This is my testimony from dead to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I testify by Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. Oh. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. This is my testimony from dead to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I testify by Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony.
You all can take a seat. I can't wait to find out what's happening this week in Mystery Manor.
Oh, yes! Finally, you're all here. I've been waiting to jump into this next mystery forever. Oh, all right, let's get started. Well, before we get started, Oh, I see some new faces out there. Let's do a quick recap, okay? So, listen up, because I'm going to do this quick. First, my great-grandpa Piff Paff passed away, and my parents and I were cleaning out this huge, creepy house. Next, I found this journal, and when I looked inside, I realized that my great-grandpa left me this message, and it said something along the lines of, "Dearest great-grandchild," and let me see. Here it is. To my
dearest great-grandchild, in all the years I lived in this great manor, I discovered the answers to many mysteries that have tested my faith and helped me believe in things I cannot see. Now it's your turn to solve them for yourself. I've enclosed the first of many clues. If you so choose to follow it, you too will unlock the greatest mysteries of all time. I am excited for what you will soon find. All my love, Great-Grandpa Piff Paff.
So you see, here we are now. I keep coming back to Great-Grandpa's house trying to crack all these clues and that lead us to solving major mysteries about God. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you, there have been some really big mysteries. I'm so thankful that my great-grandpa spent so much time with God and learned so much about the Bible. It's been fun to discover that he jotted mysteries down in his journal for me to figure out. Oh, did I mention how creepy this house is? There's some pretty bizarre noises that go on around here. That's one reason I'm so glad you are here with me. Now that you're all caught up, let's jump into the next clue Great-Grandpa left me. Last time we were here. I remembered something that can help us know where to look for our next clue. Great-Grandpa Piff Paff used to sit in this very chair. I remember spending hours sitting on the floor, listening to him tell story after story. Some about when he was a kid and the trouble he and his brothers used to get in, and many stories about God and what God was teaching him. I remember Grandpa loved trying to prove the existence of things you can't see. He used to always keep a black light in his pocket when he would talk about things you can't see, because black lights are designed to show us things our naked eye can't see by themselves. I wonder if I can find where that black light is. Ah, here it is. Makes sense that it was in the cushions. He was always sitting in this chair. Now, let's see if there's something that our eyes can't see without the light. I'll turn it on and you all can help me see if anything comes up. What? I don't see anything. I couldn't see before. Did you all see anything? Duh. Let's check in the journal. Oh, wow. Here's something.
May 16th. Do you ever wonder who is in control when bad things happen? I used to, but after reading one particular story in the Bible, I finally knew the answer: God. Even if things might not make sense to us, no matter what happens, God is in control. This is the story of Jonah and how he knew God was in control. One day, God told Jonah to go to a place called Nineveh. The people of Nineveh were doing bad things, and God wanted Jonah to go and tell them to do what was right. The people of Nineveh needed to hear about God, but Jonah did not want to go. Instead of listening to God, Jonah got on a boat and sailed 2,000 miles away from Nineveh. Suddenly, a huge storm came. There was thunder and there was lightning. Huge waves crashed and tossed the boat back and forth across the sea. The men on the ship were so afraid, but what they didn't realize was that God was in control of this storm. Jonah knew that the storm was happening because he didn't listen to God. Jonah told everyone on the boat to throw him into the sea so that they would be saved from the storm. So into the sea he went. And just like that, the storm stopped. The clouds were gone, but Jonah was still in the sea. I'm sure he was relieved it was over, but just then, all of a sudden, a big giant fish appeared and swallowed him up. For 3 long days, Jonah was all alone in that fish. Jonah remembered he wasn't alone and began to pray. God was with him, and God was in control. After Jonah prayed, God commanded the giant fish to spit Jonah back out onto dry land. Then God told Jonah a second time to go to Nineveh. This time, Jonah listened to God and finally went to Nineveh. When Jonah got there, he told the people of Nineveh God's message for them. He warned them that God said that they should stop doing bad things, or in 40 days the city and everything in it would be destroyed. To Jonah's surprise, the people listened to him, and they prayed to God, and they said they were sorry for all the bad things they had done. Soon the king of Nineveh heard what was going on, and he ordered everyone to listen to God and to stop doing bad things. And when God saw that they were trying to be good instead of bad, he felt love for them and did not destroy their city. Now in this story, you've heard about a terrible storm, being thrown out at sea, and then spending 3 whole days inside a giant fish. But I don't want you to think that God just does these things for no reason. The whole time, through everything Jonah went through, God was in control. He was in control of the storm, the fish, and so much more. I wanted you to hear the story of Jonah because when I heard it, I realized I can always know that God is in control. He promises that He will never leave us, and He will always help us. Just like Jonah, no matter what happens, we can trust that God is always in control.
I've always wondered who is in control when bad things happen, and the story about Jonah is crazy. I'd heard that story before, but mostly I only remembered the dude being swallowed by a big fish. I mean, who could forget that part? But now I know that there's so much more to Jonah being swallowed, and that God was teaching Jonah through the whole situation. If God was showing Jonah that He is in control of all things, and no matter what, He will always help when we put our trust in Him, if I'm being honest, I have a lot more questions about God than I did before. I'm going to run over to my friend's house and see if I can talk about it more. You all should talk with someone about your questions too. Okay, let's meet back here in exactly 7 days to see what else Great Grandpa Piff-Paff has for us. And hey, I just realized that nothing too scary happened this time other than the just general creepiness. Score! Remember, 7 days, same place, 8:30 p.m. sharp,